Hello everyone. For this chapter 13, there's no recording from Isaura Flores, so I decided to record this chapter myself. This is chapter 13, preparing for and evaluating the challenges of growth, by Bruce and Berenger and Duane Ireland. Good. Chapter objectives. First, explain the term sustained growth. Second, describe how firms can properly prepare for growth. Third, discuss the 6 most common reasons firms pursue growth. Fourth, explain the importance of knowing the stages of growth. And then describe the most important factors for firms to focus on during each stage of growth. 6, describe the managerial capacity problem and how it inhibits firm growth. 7, discuss the challenges for firm growth imposed by adverse selection and moral hazard. 8, discuss the day-to-day challenges for growing a firm. 9, explain why cash flow management is a challenge for growing a firm. 10, and last, explain how quality control can become a challenge for a growing firm, Now, 3 things a business can do to prepare for growth. 3 things. Appreciate the nature of business growth, stay committed to a core strategy, and plan for growth. I'm going to explain each one of these. Appreciate the nature of business growth. The first one is important realities. Not all businesses have the potential to be aggressive growth firms. Business can grow too fast. A business can grow too fast, and business success doesn't always scale. What is said here, appreciate the nature of business growth, is that growing is not always the best decision, even because 2 problems can arise. You can grow either too fast, or if you try to grow, the success is not going to scale. That means you're not going to be successful because you are not going to have the same success being small than being bigger. Then stay committed to a core strategy. That means it is important that business not lose sight of its core strategy as it prepares to grow. If a business becomes distracted or starts pursuing every opportunity for growth that it's presented, it can easily stray into areas where it's at a disadvantage. So stay committed to a core strategy. First, appreciate the nature of business growth. Not all businesses need to grow. Not all businesses are adequate to be expanded. Stay committed to a core strategy. Third thing, or third reason, or third thing to think about, to consider, plan for growth. A firm should establish growth-related plans. Writing a business plan greatly consists in preparing growth plans. It's also important for a firm to determine as soon as possible what its growth strategies will be. So, again, appreciate the nature of the business growth. Stay committed to a core strategy and plan for growth. 10 warning signs that a business is growing too fast. First one, borrowing money to pay for routine operating expenses. Second, extremely tight profit margins. Overstretched staff. I like this one because it is like personnel. Your staff is getting more and more tasks every day, so they have to be doing a lot of new tasks, new jobs each day. Declining product quality. Email starts going unanswered. Customer complaints are up. Employees dread coming to work. Employees dread, they are intimidated, they are afraid of coming to work because they will have a lot of work with overstretched staff. Like, you need to do a lot of work, you don't know what to do because you just have more and more work every day. Productivity is falling, diminishing marginal returns. Operating in a crisis mode becomes the norm rather than the exception. So always running, always in a crisis, always needing, always not being able to produce, to sell, or to gather enough money, enough cash flow to meet short-term debts, like no liquidity there. Those working with the business's financial structure are starting to worry. Reasons for growth. Reasons for growth. Number one, economies of scale occur when incurring production lowers the average cost of each unit produced. It's simple. Economies of scope occur when the scope or range of a firm's operations create efficiencies. So you have idle capacity, you add new product lines, new product production, and then you are using the economies of scale. Market leadership occurs when a firm holds the number one or number two position in an industry or niche market in terms of sales volume. So you seek increase or to become number one or two in terms of market share. You want to be the leader in that niche market or in the market as a whole. Influence, power, and survivability. Larger businesses usually have more influence and power than smaller firms. Larger businesses usually have more influence and power than smaller firms. So that's another reason. Remember, okay, two more to go. Accommodate the growth of key customers. Sometimes firms are compelled to grow to accommodate the growth of a key customer. Some big customer, important customer is growing a lot, and you need to produce to satisfy to meet the needs, to meet production items. So you become bigger because the customer is getting bigger as well. Attract and retain talented employees. So this is the sixth reason for growth. Attract and retain talented employees. If you are doing well, why not grow? And if you are doing well, why not give the chance or the opportunity for a person to be promoted, for a good employee, for key employees to continue the ladder and go up in the organizational structure. Growth, the explanation, growth is a firm's primary mechanism to generate promotional opportunities for employees. If the opposite is true, in a small company, you won't have the chance to go much farther. It's the president, this middle management, and workers, no more. But in bigger firms, you have the opportunity to go up in the organizational structure. So remember, attract and retain talented employees. That's one reason for growth. Accommodate the growth of key customers. So now we have key customers, employees. Remember that. Let's go up. Influence, power, and survivability. The bigger is the company, the more influence, power, and chances to survive it will have. Also, seek for market leadership, seek for market share, grow. Economies of scope. It's also very simple. You have idle capacity, you add new products, you start using that extra capacity that you have. Economies of scale. If you have fixed costs, reduce the cost per unit by producing more. That is all what it is. So sixth reason, just remember them. let's continue. Managing growth. It is important for a business owner to know the stages of growth along with the unique opportunities and challenges that each stage entails. So for this one, sales. Sales, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have introduction, early growth, continuous growth, maturity, and decline. This is the timeline, introduction, early growth, continuous growth, maturity, decline. Remember, and in terms of sales, you see how this evolves, how this curve evolves. Stages of growth, explanation, introduction, startup phase, where a business determines what its core strengths and capabilities are. So that's the first thing. The main challenge is to make sure the initial product or service is right. It's important to document what works and what doesn't work during this stage. Let's go on. Early growth, rapidly, generally characterized by increasing sales and highlighting complexity. Two important things must happen for a business to be successful in this stage. Where are we? Early growth. The founder must start working on the business rather than in the business. On the business is about strategic level, creation, new ways, new stuff, new opportunities, seeking for new ideas, innovation. In the business, you just go and produce and help produce. So the founder must start working on the business. Increased formalization must take place, and the business has to start developing policies and procedures. Do you remember developing policies and procedures? This is for emerging. It's similar to emerging industries. And do you remember the opportunities for emerging industries? Okay, yes, you are right. Be the first mover. Good, thank you. Continuous growth, third stage in the time here, continuous growth. The need for structure and formalization increases. Often, the business will start developing related products and services. The toughest decision takes place in this stage. And what is that decision? One tough decision is whether the owner of the business and the current management team have the experience and the ability to take the business further. So, big decision. You are the owner, you are the big boss, but now you don't know, or it is a challenge for you to continue in the top of the management or the organizational structure. Big decision, big guys, big boys, you're good. Maturity. A business enters the maturity stage when its growth stalls, so stops. See the graph here, nothing happens. Sales, stable, they don't grow anymore. So, or if they grow, it's very little. A business enters the maturity stage when its growth stalls. At this point, a firm is typically more intently focused on managing efficiently than developing new products. Well-managed firms often look for partnering opportunities or opportunities for acquisitions or licensing deals to breathe new life into the firm. Remember here in the continuous growth, you are getting a lot of money because sales are up. Now you have the money and you have opportunities either for partnering because you are big or acquire some other companies because you have money or licensing deals to breathe life into the new firm. If new growth cannot be achieved through a firm's existing product mix, the next generation of products should be developed. So innovation here. And the decline, I'm just going to read really fast because I'm running out of time for this first part decline. It is not inevitable that a business enters the decline stage. Many American businesses have long histories and have adapted and survived over time. A business's ability to avoid decline hinges on the strength of its leadership and its ability to adapt over time. That's it. Okay, decline. Remember, it is not inevitable. You have here, and time's up for me. Thank you very much for listening. Bye.